2 of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Dory Jefferson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's the first carry for the former Baylor Bear. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Chased out to his right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risk and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
Ward now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Shoves one away. He cuts through the defense. He goes. Room to burn. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Jackson now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
18 rattling. Come on. Set.
From the gun, it's Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Titans.
Ready.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
7 Pirates. Get up. Like, grab 60. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Jackson now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. First and 10.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Ready? Tracking 60. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
What's going to throw here on third? Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Ready, set.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Let's go now. 18, Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Again, Ward going to the air. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets him the first.
Tight, 19 tight. Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Mustang 19. Ready?
Pressure coming. Here's Ward. This is a heater going deep. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Third down from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Completed to his running back. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback with his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
2nd and 10 now. Ward. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. It'll work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. And you just get the play off. Taking a shot towards the end zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a one-score game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is Henry on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Titans sending out some nickel coverage here. 3rd down. Running once more with Henry. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, snap to Jackson. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Running right with Mitchell. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Complete Derrick Henry. He dodged the tackle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
DC, ready?
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! 180!
Henry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Lamar back to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, okay? You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
18 card, Corey, 17. Tracking 60.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's Iomanno with the catch out right. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Taking a shot deep here. That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
19, 18, tied in. Let's go.
First and 10 here. Ward. Hauled in left side. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They gain 11 on that play. And the Titans have a first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Hits his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hold the ready.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the red zone on first. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a 1-score game before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Okay, this defense finally stepped up, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Lewis Cine. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play. But he'll stay with them after the interception. We're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Lamar. Setting up the running back screen. And he drives it up to the 24. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
18 Rattlers. Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, Titans.
79 Broncos.
First down throw here for Ward. Buys time, rolling right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Okay,
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
let's go. Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Back. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Looking to throw this one. Ward. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Ready?
Pollard will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
Come on.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This is third and goal. Ward. And he cannot bring it in. They've now arrived at fourth and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw. And he has the Tennessee touchdown. The Titans start the second half with some needed points. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans tie this game at 21. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. He throws a bullet to the and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Titans are stopped on the return and now have it at the opposing 45.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Ward setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Hold him down.
Gets him 4. It's going to be second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Bronco 80. Trap 50, trap 60.
Working now from the gun.
Oh my God, the same shit. The same shit.
First and goal. We begin our fourth quarter. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner.
They're doing the same balls over, over, over again. Are you fucking kidding me?
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal.
Frustration ass pick. He really corny as shit. That shit pissing me off. He doing the same shit over and over again, and that shit working. The same fucking pass, same jump over and over again.
Yeah, give some real credit to that group defensively, right? It is just right off the jump. Who creates that surge, that pad level? Defense got the job done.
Same shit. You fucking corny. On the same shit.
That sideline, considering the challenge down there, it was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Hey, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun on third down.
Oh, Chris! Yo, he is so corny. 5-yard fucking pass. What the fuck? 5-yard fucking passes all fucking game. Fucking corny. This nigga is.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And he's out of bounds.
We just got to lock in, man. That's all we got to do, Bird. Oh. All right. I gotta just run the ball a little bit right here. What's wrong?
The offense up for success.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
This dude says he got to run it and then come out and pass.
Escapes the pocket.
I don't get it.
He's just going to get rid of this.
Shut up, Bird.
Move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Really dope.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks.
One would have been okay.
When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
They're probably is. But I don't understand how you. And then you came out and passed again. Nigga, you just said you need to run the ball.
Are you running?
Find some time. They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They got 21 yards on the play. That's going to be Baltimore first.
Obviously, a defense wants to take
My
away all
eyes
the
deceived
leads.
me. I really thought there was nobody over there. He ball to the last second. I said, oh shit, he come back. I thought I had the whole side, bro. I ain't going to get.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Nigga, run the ball until he proves he can
Dangerous.
stop it.
You get this guy in the open
Why are
field.
you doing
It's
anything?
dangerous to take it to the
Why are you
house.
doing anything else? Run the ball until he proves he can stop it.
From the red zone now. This one down for Henry. And he's tackled with markers down.
Yes.
This one should be on the defense.
There we go.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
What's up with Ant? He not playing?
Answer, he getting ready to play now, I guess.
So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
Yeah, I did too. I told him to stream, but he put it up for like 20 seconds and then...
Yo, come on, bro! What the fuck?
Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be second and goal.
Like, they is cheating, bro. Like, Lamar not overthrowing that.
Probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming as a fan, as a defensive coordinator.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens now trail by just a point in the fourth. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Nothing bad is coming away from you.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feeling the makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. First and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward.
That's my fault. I seen that going. I seen that. I should have dropped down quick. I seen that.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch.
Throwing 5-yard pass.
Completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 here. Ward. That
That's
one is
a good
incomplete.
win.
Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Pass.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch...
That's all you want to do. Like, that's all you want to really do. Look at that shit. You corny.
Well, he already has himself one interception in this game.
Corny. Bro, that shit pissing me off. Like, you really corny.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Back to throw it.
Good shit. I should have been in there. He's doing the same shit. Crossing routes. He is so cheap. Like the same
teams
shit
go to this
over
crossing
and
route
over
concept
again.
sometimes a
I don't
dozen
understand how
times
you
a
keep
game.
picking that
A
play.
lot of times it's for short yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
19 target, 19 target.
Again, Ward going to the air.
Look at that 5-yard
Into his
pass.
running back. And he's
That
getting
shit's so
stopped at the
pathetic.
17-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Titans going for the win here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Oh my fucking goodness,
A little
Quack!
movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Here comes 2nd and 3 following the penalty.
Come on. Set. 70.
Running it after the penalty. And he
Really,
will
bro?
not get the first, but
Like,
this is
fucking
close.
really,
Looks
bro?
like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the first and goal.
Shit.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Here's a give on first and goal. Some defensive initiative in that goal to go block. They take it down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I ain't want to play no more, bro. That shit corny, bro. That shit corny, bro. God is fucking tank, bro. And I'm tired of these niggas using these fucking YouTube plays, bro. That shit garbage, bro. That shit garbage. Put the yo. The Steve, oh my God, the people, yo. The Jamar Chase, ridiculous.
Setting up to pass.
Ridiculous.
Getting out to his left.
I knew he's doing the same shit. They not even getting this nigga. He doing the same shit, just dragging. Yo, he throwing 5-yard passes all game. He fucking corny. Like, they let him get back in his fucking game off a bullshit ass turnover. Like, I had this nigga 14-9. He fucking trash. Like, Ra really trash, bro. Like, he really trash. They let him get away with bullshit. 5-yard passes all game. Like, come on.
You know this guy?
Yeah. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the
really
35.
Trash. This nigga throw 5-yard passes all game.
I don't know if you know Jab. You met him before. When you came to Winston crib.
First door, I'm going for
The
30.
Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10.
Cut off. It came on for 20 seconds and then cut off. Can you know how when you throw the first time, you'll cut it off and cut it back on?
Yeah. This is running back.
Bro, you
He'll
just
get it up to the 44. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Yeah, all day.
Look to throw it. Gets it again to Mitchell. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That motherfucker is good.
Offense is hurrying, time running down.
It was my interceptions, though. It was them not dropping. That's my interceptions. And the one that really killed me when he threw it to my man was like a 5-yard pass that went through my body. He scored.
To throw. That's another quick hitter. And they're not going to have to run a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
5-yard fucking pass.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Lamar throwing again. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And they're not going to have to
roughing it late hit. Yeah, Lamar out of bounds and shit. Like, he out of bounds, bro.
For a defense, you lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mitchell. Can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Lamar now from the gun. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So here's their third and final timeout. 7 seconds left in this game. For somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
That is risk. Double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what
I should have went to the RPO. I ain't got no more time.
Himself.
RPO, man.
Biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes third and goal.
I really should run.
Henry.
Oh my God, lost.
They held him out, Brock, and now we're gonna have to
Fuck!
wait and see what they decide to do.
Derrick Henry got stopped on a 1-yard line. Like, bro, and then bro was engaged in the tackle and all.
Postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on.
Man, really do.